And we welcome you to another night of football here at the SAISD Sports Complex. It is the Luling Eagles who have taken the trip down 90 to face the home team Burbank Bulldogs. This is Robert Villafranca alongside Manny Campos, who's going to be handling the color duties. It's Cesar Mendez on Ted, Sebastian Castro, and Isaiah Castro will be handling the cameras here at SAISD Sports Complex. It's going to be a good one. Luling Eagles, Burbank Bulldogs at the SAISD Complex on RC Audio Sports 2. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back after we do a little commerce.
Buenos dias, familia. As we prepare to welcome our students back to school on Tuesday, I wanted to take a moment to express my deepest gratitude for each and every one of you. Firstly, I want to acknowledge the tremendous effort that you have all put forth to ensure that our schools are ready to receive our precious students once again. From administrators to teachers, custodian to counselor, bus driver to nurses and central office staff, and everyone in between, your dedication and hard work have not gone unnoticed. You truly go above and beyond to create a safe and nurturing environment for our children. You have played an invaluable role in preparing our schools for this momentous day, and for that, we are incredibly grateful. As our students step foot into their classrooms once again, they will be met with a nurturing and supporting environment thanks to your hard work. You have created a space where they will learn, grow, and thrive, surrounded by educators who genuinely care about their success. So on behalf of the entire San Antonio community, I want to extend my heartfelt thanks to each and every one of you. Your dedication, passion, and unwavering commitment to our children's education have made a lasting impact. Your efforts not only shape minds, but also touch hearts. As we step into this new academic year, let us remember that we're not just a school district, but a familia. We are united by a common goal to provide an exceptional education and create a nurturing environment for all our students. Together, we can inspire them to dream big, to unleash their potential and achieve greatness. So let's embrace the power of familia and approach the upcoming year with open hearts and open minds. Let's continue to support one another, uplift one another, and create a place where every student feels valued, heard, and encouraged to reach their full potential. Thank you once again for everything you have done and will continue to do. Your hard work and dedication are truly the cornerstone of our success as a district. I am immensely proud to be part of such an incredible familia. Wishing you all a fantastic school year filled with joy, growth, and endless possibility. Let's make this year one to remember.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 walking on beams of light, 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 light. Oh, 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 oh.
And we welcome you back back to the SAISD Sports Complex. It's the Luling Eagles and the Burbank Bulldogs here this evening. It's parent night in the Burbank community, so no one's on the field as yet. All the teams have gone back into the dressing rooms. We can assure you that they're going to be out here for a 7 o'clock kickoff. A beautiful show here at the SAISD Complex, a beautiful show of family connections and support on parent night here for the Burbank Bulldogs football team. And as I said, the kids and the coaches have all gone back to the dressing rooms, but they'll be back for a 7 o'clock kickoff. Before we get there, we had a chance to visit with Coach Granado, who was named the head coach of the Luling Eagles in March. Just a few minutes ago, I'd like to bring you that visit. Three. And we welcome you to the SAISD Sports Complex, the site of tonight's Thursday night football game. The Luling Eagles have taken the short trip to San Antonio. They're going to face the hosting Burbank Bulldogs. We're visiting with Coach Granado, who was named the head coach at Luling this past March. Coach, welcome to SAISD. Welcome to RC Audio Sports.
Yes, sir.
Coach, RC Audio Sports doesn't get to stream the Luling Eagles often. Tell our viewers what they can expect from a Luling Eagles football team.
Well, we're hoping we give you a competitive game, and so we got a lot of young guys that need to get better, and so that's what we're hoping today is to
tell us a little bit about the offense that we're going to see, Coach. What kind of offense do the Luling Eagles like to run?
We try to run the ball heavy, try to crowd the box, and then maybe then spread people out, and then throw a little bit. So we try to do a little bit of both. Sometimes the run's on and sometimes it ain't, and so we just got to be consistent within our program. So
we're gonna call some names out tonight. Who would you expect that we're going to be calling out? Who's going to carry the ball? Who's going to have the majority of your carries tonight, Coach?
We got Caden Lopez. He'll probably get several. Gary Cantu, Haven Cole. Haven Cole's a young guy with it. Has done well, man. Has shown up on time every day. Done what he's supposed to do. So you'll probably hear his name a little bit too. So there's going to be several. Braden Palacios, David Cruz, Kaimi Baker. There's several. Yeah, there you go through a stable. Yeah.
All right. Well, good. How about on the defensive side of the ball, Coach? What do we expect from the Eagles defensively tonight?
Not get beat deep. Hopefully we read our keys and we're just disciplined. And I think discipline goes a long way. And if we're disciplined, hopefully we can not get anything deep. So and make tackles.
Coach, kind of the nature of the streaming game is that sometimes the guys in the trenches, we don't call their names out as much as they deserve to be called out. Tell us a little bit about your big guys, offensively and defensively. Who's doing some good work for Luling in the trenches?
We got a lot. Again, they're just young. Zamarian Cruz is one of them. Jose Almanza, we call another kid Juice. Kelton's coming up. Dylan. We just got several that continue to get better. We need several of them to become leaders, and that's the part where we're at. Is where do they just become players, and where do they become players and leaders? And so, we got a lot. We got a good little young group, and hopefully we can continue to get better. So.
The Burbank Bulldogs, your opponent tonight, Coach Granado. What do the Eagles have to do to go home on the happy bus?
We got to make plays, make tackles, make plays, and it goes back to the discipline. Doing your assignment, doing your job. If you're supposed to block down, block down. If you're supposed to go to the backer, go to the backer. Just everybody doing their job and executing at a high level.
Well, Coach, we really appreciate you spending time with us. I know that pregame, there's a lot of things going through a head coach's mind, and very generous of you to spend some time with us. Good luck tonight. Can we get a Go Eagles from you?
Yeah, Go Eagles. Absolutely. Right. Yes, sir.
Good job, Coach.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez & Associates today at 210-337-1111.
And we bring you back to SAISD complex. It's the Luling Eagles and the Burbank Bulldogs on a Thursday night here on RC Audio Sports 2 on YouTube. Thank you for joining us. We expect it to be a good game. The Burbank captains are out and waiting for the Luling Eagles captains to come out for the flip of the coin while we are waiting on them. Let me give you a quick rundown of where we are. This is week number 3 in the 2024 football season. The Burbank Bulldogs are 1-1, 1 win and 1 loss. Opened the season here at the complex with a 34-63 loss to Lavernia. We brought that one, and FYI, RC Audio Sports is going to bring every game that's played here at the SAISD Sports Complex, all 18 of them. So tune in to us on Thursdays and Friday nights, and you'll catch the action from here. Back to the Burbank Bulldogs, 34-63 was the loss in week 1 to Lavernia, a very good Lavernia team. Lavernia will be back out here tomorrow to play the Highlands Alps. In week number 2, however, for the Burbank Bulldogs, a big victory. 31-24 versus Vets Memorial. It was the Bulldogs avenged a 56-0 loss in the bi-district round of the playoffs last year. Vets Memorial, the Patriots beat the Bulldogs last year 56-0 in the first round, but they didn't do it in week 2 of 2024. The Burbank Bulldogs avenged that loss 31-24. That was a big program win. I would say following that win, the Burbank Bulldogs and Coach Mull probably challenged to keep level-headed, stay even-keeled. There's a lot of football to be played. That was a non-district game, but it does tell you, it does measure a little bit. It does tell you where the Burbank Bulldogs program is and what they are capable of doing. They'll play Luling tonight. They've got Medina Valley next week. That'll be a good one here at the complex, and we're streaming it. And then the week following, the Burbank Bulldogs will open up district play against the Jefferson Mustangs at Alamo Stadium. Kevin Hernandez, when you think of the Burbank Bulldogs, you think of Kevin Hernandez, the quarterback, QB1. He wears 1 on his jersey. 47 completions. 47 completions on 74 attempts. That is a passing percentage of 63.5, which is pretty darn decent. 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. That is a great touchdown pass to interception ratio as well. Kevin Hernandez is a senior. He's a 4-year letterman. Assuming he letters this year, this is his 4th year on varsity. He started as a freshman. What a career he's had, and nothing but great things ahead for the young quarterback here that wears number 1 for Burbank. They run the ball a little bit too, and guess what? Kevin Hernandez is a leading rusher. He's got 40 carries, 250 yards, over 6 yards per carry, and 3 rushing touchdowns. Not many of those are called runs. If Kevin checks down and doesn't find an open receiver, he'll tuck and run. And he's a dual threat. He can hurt you as much with his legs as he can with his arm. The Burbank Bulldogs, Coach Mull, the offense here, it's an up-tempo offense. They like to throw the ball a lot. The passing game is really their focus, and they've got tons of receiving talent on this team as well. We'll start off with Izzy Zapata. 23 catches, 418 yards, 4 touchdowns already. And young Izzy is a speedster. As we said, we streamed a game here against Lavernia. There was one play that was just outstanding. Izzy got a pass. He's running down the railroad tracks inside the sideline. The Lavernia defense has a nice pursuit angle, and they just could not run him down. If there's any indication of speed, of how fast somebody is, if you can't catch him on a pursuit angle, the kid's pretty fast, and that's Izzy Zapata. Also, a target for Kevin Hernandez is Roman Garcia. He's a sophomore, 6 catches, 48 yards. Roman Garcia last year, he's a sophomore last year. He played as a freshman, and Coach Mull experimented a little bit with Roman Garcia and Kevin Hernandez at quarterback, putting Kevin Hernandez out in the slot, letting Roman take the snap, and Mull experimented with that offense and that configuration of a Bulldog offense. This year he hasn't done that as much, and Kevin Hernandez has taken 99% of the snaps. Roman Garcia is a talented sophomore quarterback. I would consider him to be the heir apparent for the Burbank Bulldogs quarterback job once Kevin Hernandez graduates. Also in the receiving corps for the Burbank Bulldogs is Matthew Reyna, 10 catches, 44 yards, and boy, every one of these receivers play a big part in the Burbank Bulldog offense. Every one of these receivers play a big part in the Burbank Bulldogs offense, as Kevin Hernandez is very capable of, has great vision and very capable of checking down to routes. So all the routes that are run in a play are very key to the Burbank offense. Let me give you a little history about Burbank. And 3 years ago in 21, 5-5, 4-4, did not make the playoffs. 2 years ago, 7-4, 6-3, finished second behind Alamo Heights. Made the playoffs, were eliminated in the first round. And last year, 2020, 9-2 they were for the season. 8-1 in district. Their sole loss was to the Alamo Heights Mules. They finished second again, and again were eliminated in the by-district round by Vets Memorial, a loss that they avenged last week. The future looks bright for the Burbank Bulldogs, and it's a bright, sunny afternoon here at the SAISD complex. Really looking forward to bringing this game to you. Thank you for joining us. Robert Villafranca alongside Manny Campos, Cesar Mendez, Sebastian Castro, and Isaiah Castro are the RC Audio Sports stream team tonight. We'll be right back.
Do you own property that begs for a solution? Tacho Tovar and GBH Real Estate Solutions is here for that. Any condition, any situation, any location. Cash payment. The experts at GBH Real Estate Solutions can handle foundation repair, total interior rough-ins, or any other property need. From start to finish, GBH Real Estate Solutions will be there to make sure the job is done right. Whether the solution is a ground-up project, total renovation, or modernization, Tacho will see it through. Call GBH Real Estate Solutions today, or visit their Facebook page to see many more examples of their fine work. Tacho is waiting to hear from you. Oh, and did we mention? Tacho buys houses.
La familia no es una cosa importante, es todo. At SAISD, family is practicing and making art. It's fulfilling your duty with honor. It's playing to win and changing lives through learning. Familia is getting you ready for college or getting you ready for your career. And at SAISD, the founding school district in the Alamo City, familia is not an important thing. It's everything. And it's available to any student, no matter where they live. So come join our familia. Now enrolling. Log on to saisd.net/enroll for more information, or call 210-554-2660.
Eagles visiting the Burbank Bulldogs. Let me tell you just a little bit about the Luling Eagles. Of course, just a few minutes ago, we got a chance to visit with Coach Granado. Coach Granado named the head coach, his first head coaching assignment in his career. He was named the head coach of the Luling Eagles in March, and he hopes to get these Luling Eagles going in the right direction. They are 1-1 so far in the first 2 weeks of play. 21-12, they beat Nixon Smiley. 0-46, they lost to Anderson Shiro. 2 years ago, in 2022, the Eagles qualified for the playoffs, 6-5. 3-3 in district play, and they were eliminated in the first round. Last year, struggled 2-8 for the season, 0-6 in district play, and struggled a bit. Could not get a win in the district season. The Coach Granado hopes to change that and correct course for the Luling Eagles. We are about 5 minutes away from kickoff here at the SAISD Sports Complex. Thank you for joining us, One King Chris, Brandy, Gregory, Tracy, the Luling Bear, and all of you out there who are joining us tonight. Thank you for joining us. We're going to take one more quick break, and we'll be back in just a minute.
Ready! Set! Go!
It's a bad idea to run a foot race against these guys, just like it's a bad idea to go up against the billion-dollar auto insurance industry all alone.
Hire Martinez and Associates. With us, it's personal.
And we welcome you to the SAISD Sports Complex. The Luling Eagles, the Burbank Bulldogs, Robert Villafranca alongside Manny Campos. Manny, Coach Campos will handle the color duties tonight. Cesar Mendez at Tex, Sebastian Castro, Isaiah Castro handling the cameras tonight. Thank you for joining us. Manny, thanks for joining the RC Audio Sports Stream team again. What do you think about tonight's matchup?
Thank you for the opportunity. Beautiful night for football. I was fortunate enough to watch Burbank last week on TV, and they looked like they played an exciting brand of football, spread and not afraid to take chances. And those kids played very, very hard. Defensively, they played very well. Luling looks good. They look like they have a young team. Looking over their roster, they only have 8 seniors on the Luling Eagle roster, 11 sophomores and 10 juniors. So we'll see. They traveled down, came from east of San Antonio, and they're here to face the Bulldogs.
Right around Bucky's, Texas on Highway 90, right on the way to Houston. The Luling Eagles are. And you bring up last week's game. The Burbank Bulldogs avenged a playoff loss from last year against the Veteran Memorial Patriots. What a game it was. And, you know, the thing that stands out to me, I watched the game as well. The thing that stood out to me in that game was that the Burbank Bulldogs had 3 opportunities at the very beginning of the game. They had short fields. I mean, very short fields. They, turnovers and turnovers mostly gave them the ball inside the Patriots' 10-yard line 3 consecutive times, and they just were not able to score on any of those. And it's a testament to Coach Mull, a testament to the Burbank's coaching staff, and to the athletes that are wearing orange and white here tonight, that they were able to hold it together, because the turnovers came. It was a funny mix of emotions. They had the great fortune of getting possessions at very short fields, and then they squandered those opportunities. So you talk about adversity, not once, not twice, but 3 times against a very good team, the Veteran Memorial Patriots. And boy, they were able to hold that together and get a big win. We're here at the SAISD Sports Complex, and we're going to honor our flag and nation. It's the JROTC Color Guard of Burbank High School. We're going to turn our mics down, and we are going to honor our flag and nation along with those in attendance and with you at home. This is RC Audio Sports 2 on the YouTube channel. And as the JROTC Color Guard from Burbank High School clears the field, and everyone here in attendance reverently allows that to happen, we look up at the scoreboard, and we are ready to play in game number 3 of the 2024 season. The Luling Eagles and the Burbank Bulldogs, both 1-1 in season play. Both of those games for both teams are non-district games, but still these tune-ups are very important to measure yourself and just try to find the flaws and try to find the places that you need to improve before you start playing those games that count towards playoff qualification. In the pregame coin toss was a little bit out of sync because it was parent night, but from what I read, Coach Campos, correct me if I'm wrong, the Pleasanton Eagles won the Burbank Bulldogs won the toss. They deferred the option. Given the option, the Eagles decided that they would like to receive, and it'll be the Burbank Bulldogs kicking off from the north goal to the Luling Eagles, who will be coming out of the south end zone. Number 80 stepping out there for the Burbank Bulldogs and teeing the ball up for the Burbank Bulldogs special teams as Giovanni Holguin.
Lopez.
Oh, Giovanni Lopez, thank you so much, man. That's why you're here. Giovanni Lopez is number 80 for the Burbank Bulldogs, and they are set up, and it looks like he's ready to kick, and the Luling Eagles are ready to receive. So here we go. It's game number 3, and we are off the tee. The ball's going to hit the turf, and the Eagles are going to have to come up and cover that. Found the hole in the donut, if you will. It's number 1 for the Luling Eagles, alertly stepping up. That's Lucas Galvan, a sophomore wide receiver, defensive back, who lands on the ball and keeps the Burbank Bulldogs from starting off on offense.
Little lob to the right corner, a little short, made the receiver move up, and he can only recover it and take it down there at the 23. First down, Luling Eagles.
Luling Eagles get their signal from the sideline, and they come out here huddleless, and it looks like they are ready to go. The referee, little chat with the quarterback before we get going. And handling the quarterback duties for the Eagles is number 9, Gary Cantu. Gary Cantu is shotgun set. He's got a little bit of a pistol set. He hands that ball off to big number 5. And boy, he's tough to bring down. Number 5, Caden Lopez, a 17-yard gain. And I'm going to tell you, all 17 of those yards came after contact.
He was a heavy load to bring down. He dragged a couple of Bulldogs for a big gain there.
That's a fullback. That's a fullback size running back there, and full head of steam. The Burbank Bulldogs, I don't know if they were ready for that cannonball to come out of that cannon like it did. But boy, Caden Lopez, Coach Granado mentioned him in the early going, and of course we don't get to watch, we don't get to stream Luling often. So a lot of these young men, all of these young men actually, will be new to us. The quarterback on a direct snap, and he's going off tackle, and again another big gain for the Luling Eagles, and another 18-yard gain for them. The referee signaling timeout back here. Oh, there's a flag on the 44-yard line. I didn't see that initially. Holding is the call, and it is against the Luling Eagles. So that big play is coming back. Instead of a 1st and 10 in Burbank territory, it's going to be a 1st and 20 way back in Luling territory.
The Eagles are coming off the ball real quick and running a little power there. Hopefully Burbank will adjust here.
Ramsey Chavarria, the defensive lineman for the defensive end for the Burbank Bulldogs, was the San Antonio Express News Defensive Player of the Week last week, or this current week, for his performance last week. So now it's a 1st and 17. We've got a timeout on the field. The Luling Eagles don't like what they've seen, and they're going to call their first of 3 timeouts this half that they are allowed. You're watching high school football on the RC Audio Sports 2 channel. And we're back live after a Luling Eagles first down. After a penalty, it's 1st and 16. the snap, and again to a big number 5, and much the same outcome. Number 5, Caden Lopez off the edge on the right side, and a good 12-yard gain on that. It's going to put the ball around the 44-yard line and bring up a 2nd and 6.
Nice Trevino, linebacker, junior, in on a tackle with a few other Bulldogs there. But a good run. Picked up a lot of yards back and make it a short 2nd down. One penalty that has set the Luling Eagles back, but all 3 of their plays thus far have been positive, and I'm going to say positive. The winning the surge and really winning the scrum there. Just as I say that, the Ryan Vasquez of the Bulldogs in the backfield of the Luling Eagles, and the Eagles suffer their first tackle for a loss. Ryan Vasquez had a safety last Thursday, and he also took a snap in a 2-point conversion. So Ryan Vasquez, defensive lineman, defensive end, 4 points, 4 of the Burbank Bulldogs points last Thursday night. Ryan Vasquez, along with Sebastian Ramos, timed it perfectly and were able to get to the quarterback before he got going.
An empty backfield for the Luling Eagles as twins to the right and twins to the left. Gary Cantu in the spin cycle, a couple of 180s and unable to shake the defense free. And it looks like the Eagles will send their punt team out onto the field. So we'll get our first look at special teams. Number 12 for the Luling Eagles is Juan Amato. Back to punt. And I believe is number 3 back here. Izzy Zapata, if it's number 3, to return for the Burbank Bulldogs. We talked about Izzy Zapata's speed before the game. And Luling, quick snap here, trying to, a little trickeration, and the snap goes to number 22, Braden Palacios, on a little bit of jet sweep action, but the Burbank Bulldogs right there for it. And another tackle for a loss. The Burbank Bulldogs offense, always dangerous, will take possession here in Luling Eagle territory at the 40-yard line.
They didn't mess with the tackle there on that punt, fake punt there, giving excellent field position to the Bulldogs.
Boy, this you're going to see one of the fastest offenses in the city of San Antonio. When Coach Moll took this assignment 2 years ago during our first visit, he said it was going to be the fastest. We don't have a way to measure it, but we know it's up there. Shoulder fake, trying to get the receiver free on the sideline. It's out of bounds and out of reach. It looks like Matthew Reyna was the intended receiver for the Bulldogs. An incomplete pass will bring 2nd and 10.
Well defended there by the Luling Eagle defensive back Frank Ledesma, number 6.
And the Burbank Bulldogs out by the numbers. It's number 12. James Gonzalez gets the ball inside the red zone. A 1st and 10. I don't know if the chains are coming with it. It might be. Let's get a replay. Caesar, you got a replay on that? Okay, no worries. The 1st and 10 at the 1st and goal at the 10-yard line. The handoff, again, it goes to number 12, and this time he's wrapped up. James Gonzalez trying to get around the left side of the left side of the line, unable to do so, and a tackle for a loss for the Luling Eagles.
Great job by the defensive back, David Cruz, number 4, coming up to make that stop on that sweep. Little base play up the gut. Tackled by Jose Manza, number 50, for the Luling Eagles.
Third and goal now from the 8-yard line. Kevin Hernandez to slot back. Izzy Zapata, a quick catch, and he's in the end zone. Burbank Bulldogs first on the board. Kevin Hernandez to Izzy Zapata, good for a touchdown.
Trips to the right with the screen to the receiver to Zapata, and he takes it into the end zone for the first score for the Bulldogs.
Number 84, Samuel Ogeen, will handle the PAT duties. The officials tell us that is off and not through the upright, so the extra point conversion is not good. 7 minutes and 20 seconds left to play in the first quarter. It is Burbank 6, Luling 0.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Texas, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
The onside kick is recovered by the Bulldogs, number 8. That was close. 8 man. Let's talk about it. Yeah.
Last week, they cut
Pass is complete. On a long stop goal lane by number 40. 48 correctly. Number 4 on the carry for the Bulldogs. Pass is Reina. Tackle made by number 48.
Third down for the Bulldogs, number 46. Empty backfield, again, roll left. Trips receivers, little errors. Get real close to the first down. Complete pass there. Kevin Hernandez. Was a completed pass there to number 88.
Thank you, Manny. Had some comments there in the chat box about the picture. Took a quick break there to see if we could fix that up a little bit. I think we did. Let us know. We're always watching the chat box while we're streaming, so let us know. I think we're a little better off now. The Burbank Bulldogs, after an onside kick, the handoff goes to Matthew Reina on a jet sweep, and he's back to the line of scrimmage, tackled by a whole bunch of Eagles.
Cammy Baker, number 3, led the charge there on the tackle.
So a tackle for a loss, 2nd and 11 for the Burbank Bulldogs. 2 straight possessions. Again, on the last possession, we were talking about how important it was for Coach Mull and the offensive brain trust of the Burbank Bulldogs to be up-tempo. And he's not real happy about having to call this timeout, but he needs it. 5:35 left to play in the first quarter. The Bulldogs are up 6-0. You're watching High School Sports on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel.
Get ready. Grab it, let's go. Go, Victor. Hold it, go.
And we're back live. It was a quick timeout, an up-tempo timeout, if you will. Kevin Hernandez in a shotgun formation. Back there with them is Robert Martinez. Kevin will send him in motion, so he's all alone. Quick out to Matthew Reyna. Good hands on out there by the numbers. He evades his first tackle up the field. And a long gain. Let me see exactly where he went out at the 28-yard line. And so that not enough for a first down, but it's going to make it third and very manageable, a 3-yard deficit between the down marker and the first down marker. This time Kevin Hernandez brings a couple of backs with him. He's protected very well, able to look downfield. He's got Izzy Zapata downfield. He says, the official says he caught it. It's a touchdown. What a throw. What a catch. Izzy Zapata laying out for the reception.
Nice job, over-the-shoulder catch by Zapata. Nice placement by Kevin Hernandez on that ball there for a touchdown for the Burbank Bulldogs.
Caesar catches the replay. Thank you very much, Mr. Mendez. And there he is, Izzy Zapata laying out the extra point attempt here while we're live. This time we're good. So 1 for 2 is the Burbank kicker. The scoreboard doesn't show it just yet. The official said it was good. We'll let you know when we come back. There's a flag on the field. We'll let you know the outcome when we come back. You're watching high school sports on the RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel.
Ready! Set! Go!
It's a bad idea to run a foot race against these guys, just like it's a bad idea to go up against the billion-dollar auto insurance industry all alone.
Hire Martinez and Associates. With us, it's personal.
Number 3 on 30 seconds, kicking off the return here for the Eagles. Amy Baker down at the 31-yard line. Number 9 on the carry. Gary Gundu. Loss of 3 on the play. Makes up second down. Number 5 on the carry, Kate Lopez.
Run sideways and able to get him out of bounds on that play.
The Luling Eagles now third and just over 10 yards to go. Gary Cantu asked for the snap, and he's going to give that off to Caden Lopez once again. No go there. It'll be 4th and 10, and we'll see the Luling Eagle punt team one more time. Remember the last time they went out? They tried to fake. This time they're a little bit further back, and we'll see if they will actually punt the ball away. It is number 3 way back here for the Burbank Bulldogs, Izzy Zapata, who we just saw make a spectacular grab in the end zone. He is back to return this punt.
Linebacker Imas on the tackle there for the Burbank Bulldogs on the last play.
This time the Eagles will punt the ball and, if I may say so myself, very smartly keep the ball away from Izzy Zapata. I don't know if I was punting to the Bulldogs, if I would ever want to give him an opportunity to return a kick. So they kick away from Izzy. It goes, ball rolls out of bounds in Burbank territory. The officials will settle on the 46-yard line. 1st and 10, Burbank from their own 46.
Big opportunity there for the Bulldogs, short field again, and big opportunity for the offense to put some more points on the board.
Burbank Bulldogs back on offense. Have scored the first 2 times they've had the ball, and a big gain for number 20, Gail Guerrero. He's got a rushing touchdown this year. He's not, he doesn't run the ball very often, but when he does, he's very effective. A double-digit average per carry Gail has this year. 4 receivers over here by us. Kevin Hernandez all by himself in the shotgun formation. The officials trying to get the chains ready. Is it a first down or not? It is. Let's move the chains, and everybody having to wait. Coach, the Burbank Bulldogs, of course, trying to get the ball snapped, and an up-tempo offense having to wait for the chains here. 4 receivers over here on this side of the ball. 1 up on top. That's Matthew Reyna all alone. Kevin Hernandez takes the snap, and there are flags and whistles that will stop the play.
A little bit of movement there. I think Burbank Bulldogs, that'll be coming back.
False start, the referee tells us, and he points towards Burbank. So we'll replay first down, this time 5 yards further back. First down and 15 now for the Burbank Bulldogs. Same formation. Matthew Reyna out there on top, a host of Burbank receivers down low by us. Kevin Hernandez will send a man in motion, and he'll take a little shuffle pass. And hard to bring down he is. That's Roman Garcia, the sophomore who we told you in pregame. He's played some quarterback. He's got a rifle arm, and again, from our observation, we expect him to be the heir apparent once Kevin Hernandez crosses the stage here at Burbank High School.
Jose Amanza, coming to the defensive line, was able to slow him down and get some help there to bring him down from that run there.
Roman Garcia, a talented athlete, and there's Kevin quickly getting the ball away. Number 12 is James Gonzalez, and as quickly as Kevin Hernandez can fling that pass, it's tough on the defense because you come up too fast, it'll be a stop and go, it'll shoulder shrug and go deep, so it's tough to play that if you're a defender. Kevin Hernandez again, the handoff goes to number 20, Gail. Gail Guerrero on a 4-yard gain.
Number 50, defensive end, comes across and makes that tackle there after about a 5-yard gain for the Eagles. Good stop by the defensive end for the Eagles.
Again, it's almost as if the Burbank Bulldogs have telepathy. They don't even look over to the sideline. Matthew Reyna catches the pass and then catches some contact. Number 6 is Frank Ledesma, who was up there in a hurry. A good read for the defensive back for the corner out there, but again, if you've ever played that spot or coached that spot, you know that the next thing that's coming, if you're coming too aggressive, it'll be a shoulder shrug, stop and go. You got to defend both. Kevin Hernandez steps up into the pocket. He's got Izzy Zapata. He's not going to drop many of those, and he's not going to drop that one either. Just a straight streak for Izzy Zapata. He's in the end zone. Let's take another look at that. Motion to the left, and Kevin Hernandez protected well, steps up, lets Izzy clear. And that one not as spectacular as the one he caught a little while ago, but it'll count for 6, the same 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 19 with the PAT coming. It's hard to tell. I gotta watch the official. Officials say that was off to the right. So 19-0. The score will remain. 38 seconds to play here in the first quarter at the SAISD Sports Complex. The Bulldogs firing on all cylinders.
Once in a lifetime, we stand in the spotlight. The world waits on our next move.
The high school football game of the week. Get set for another installment of the Peanut Butter Bowl. The Gucci Bowl comes to KCWX. The matchups, the battles, the rivalry.
Intercepted. Big play for that Brandeis B. And some room. He got a pick six. 90 yards. Bubba Johnson's got a touchdown for Johnson. Jordan Clay. He caught that.
Lined up for the kickoff once again, the Burbank Bulldogs are, and you've got to be careful. They've got all kinds of kicks in their repertoire. This one's going to go mid, deep, high, loft, middle, and the Eagles are going to have a return here. It's number 1 out to the numbers, and he is tackled by a shoestring. Lucas Galvan somehow found a seam in the defense. Let's take another look at that. Caesar, did you catch that one? Of course, no, we didn't. So you'll have to replay the stream if you want to watch that one again. But Lucas Galvan and a great return out to the Burbank Bulldog 41-yard line. This will be the best start for the Luling Eagles.
Great job of finding a seam and getting up the field. He didn't run side to side. He just went straight up the field. Great position here for the Eagles. Hopefully they get going on offense.
That's a tough concept to try to convey to a return man. You just don't want a lollygag back there. You get the ball, find that seam, and let's go north and south. And Lucas Galvan did exactly that. A direct snap to number 5, Caden Lopez. A little bit of a wildcat formation with a quarterback back there. I'm not sure if that was just a missed snap or if that was the play as it was as it is shown in the playbook, but a direct snap to Caden Lopez and a 1-yard gain on the play.
Really tough to bring down. Randy Chavarria was able to bring him down there after a gain of 1 yard.
Vale Kelly, thank you for joining us. And, boy, I'm going to have to tell you right back at you, you're the MVPs. Thank you for joining us here on RC Audio Sports. It is our passion. It's our love to shine positive light on these kids and these programs. And, boy, kind words like that, Vale, they fuel us. Good luck to your son tonight and all season long. We have a timeout. The Eagles have called it. You're watching high school sports on the RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
And we are back live. It was not a timeout. It was a quarter break. Presidio Concrete, we welcome Presidio Concrete to the RC Audio Sports team. It's Hector Gonzalez and Dre Gutierrez, owners of that company. We're going to tell you a lot about them as the night progresses. The Luling Eagles come out after the quarter break. It is 2nd and 9 for them. They're in Burbank territory. The handoff again to big Caden Lopez, a workhorse, low center of gravity, and just really pushing forward there to the 35, maybe 36-yard line. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 5 for the Eagles.
They're riding the big back right there, number 5. The Eagles are 3rd and 5 for the Eagles here.
Next break, let's do that. 3rd and 5, you would guess that this would be 4-down territory for Luling. Caden Lopez back with the quarterback, and we're going to get a quick pass out to the sideline. It's number 4, David Cruz. at the receiving end of that Gary Cantu pass, and that'll be good for a first down.
A number of Bulldogs there on the tackle there live. Great pursuit by the defense to get there and keep them from getting any more yards there.
I'm glad you said that, Manny. You know, one of the things that we always point out when we watch Burbank is the pursuit. You've got big defensive tackle, defensive linemen. You got to play out here by the sideline on the railroad tracks, and these guys are, you know, assisting on that tackle, and just a sign of the intensity of the Burbank Bulldog defense. Caden Lopez is going to turn the corner. He's turned his shoulders north and south. He's near the 20-yard line. Another big 4-yard gain for the Eagles.
This is turning into a battle between Chavarias and Lopez, two big guys, one on defense, one on offense. It's a big battle between these. They'll get to know each other very well tonight.
They already know each other pretty well, and they'll get to know each other even better. This is one of those games. It's mano a mano, almost MMA between those two guys. You know that's going to be a respectful handshake at the end of the game when they're done. Two kids that love playing football, going after each other. Gary Cantu, the quarterback for the Eagles, calls for the snap. Caden Lopez, this time in the A-gap, nothing there.
James Luna from his linebacker position quickly stopped them there. Looks like maybe we lost a yard, but Luna got there quickly, wrapped his legs, brought him around pretty quickly.
Diego Blevins also got underneath his offensive lineman and was able to penetrate it, so he was got a little bit of an assist on that tackle. So instead of third and manageable, we were at 3rd and 5 just a second ago. The tackle for a loss brings the Eagles back, and again, you would expect down 19-0. All the way inside all the way to the Burbank 25-yard line. You would expect this to be 4-down territory. We'll see if they'll need a 4th down or not. A direct snap to the quarterback, and that is a designed run for Gary Cantu, and he manages to reclaim some of that yardage, but it's still going to be a long 4th down and 7 for the Eagles to convert this and keep possession.
He's in Mize from his linebacker position, came up with the tackle and stopped him short. So looks like the Eagles are going for it on 4th down. Big 4th down here for the Eagles.
This is a big 4th down indeed. We're early in the game and have a lot of football to play, but as explosive as the Burbank Bulldogs are, you've got to expect that they're not going to just go stagnant here at 19 points. They're going to score another touchdown or two, and the Eagles look like they draw defense, so they got a free play. And the intended receiver is David Cruz out of reach. But since they let that play go, it usually means defense. It is offsides. The referee points to the orange jerseys. But that's not going to be a 1st down. That's just going to bring you a little bit closer.
Good hard count there by the Eagles. Bought themselves some yards there and brings up a short 4th down here for the Eagles.
4th and 1, a little better than 4th and 6 from an offensive coordinator standpoint. As you might expect, as Caden Lopez has been running, I would expect the defensive line to be, they crunch up, man. They're going to go. It's going to be a scrum. And we're playing rugby here for the 4th and short. They fall across the 15-yard line. That looks like that's going to be enough. The officials wave the chains down, so that is a 1st down. So we take a break from the football game to play a little rugby, and the Luling Eagles gain a 1st down. They're in the red zone now at the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Luling Eagles on the march.
The Luling Eagles took a play from the Philadelphia Eagles and ran a quarterback sneak with Caden Lopez pushing that quarterback across for a 1st down.
Had the same colors as the Philadelphia Eagles as well, right? Green and black and white.
Yep.
Yeah. Had to make that connection. Caden Lopez right up the middle, leaning forward. Boy, he's just not going to be deterred. If there is a hole there, he's going to take it. If there's not a hole there, he's going there anyway. Nothing. It's tough to deter a running back like that. A workhorse here in the early going. Number 5, Caden Lopez, is a senior. He's a senior running back for the Luling Eagles. One of the names that Coach Granado mentioned in our pregame interview.
Tough yards there. He's gaining all them tough yards. He's going to be sore tomorrow.
Whirlpool dibs. And he ducks that shoulder and gets contact at the line of scrimmage and gets pushed and pushes a little further. I'm going to guess that Caden Lopez probably spends a little time in the squat rack. What do you think, Manny?
I think he does. It was a battle again with Chavarria there, getting him ready for the Burbanks to bring him down. So here we go. Timeout.
We got a timeout on the field. The Burbank Bulldogs having a hard time stopping Caden Lopez, but it looks like the humidity might do some of that. You're watching High School Sports on the RC Audio Sports 2, The Dose YouTube channel. We'll be right back.
The high school football game of the week gets set for another installment of the Peanut Butter Bowl. The Gucci Bowl comes to KCWX. The matchups, the battles, the rivalry. Intercepted, big play for that Brandeis D. And some room. We got a pick six, 90 yards.
Bubba Johnson's got a touchdown for Johnson. Jordan Clay, he caught that. 53-yard touchdown for Cole Pryor. Slant, touchdown.
Yep, same thing.
And we're back to live action after the officials timeout, the snap. And we're looking for a slant. Number 2 is the intended receiver, Brayson Spencer. But more important than that, Gary Cantu is on his back as number 40 for the Burbank Bulldogs. James Luna just pressures him and makes him get rid of the ball very quickly.
I think James Luna got a piece of that ball as well. It just didn't get out there like it should. So I think he was able to put a hand on it.
Juan Amato, the kicker, defensive back for the Luling Eagles, out. He's going to attempt a 17-yard field goal here. It's on the tee and up, and it may have hooked left. The official says no. So the Eagles on the march, the drive off or not, and the Luling Eagles unable to get on the board. Caesar, let's talk about Presidio a little bit. We got cut short just a little while ago. Presidio Concrete, new member of the RC Audio Sports team. We appreciate them coming on in business since 2021. They can handle small jobs, middle jobs, big jobs. They can do it all. They're very proud of the concrete work that they did in the Veterans Memorial Stadium at Judson ISD. They're currently working in the Gorilla enclosure, but don't be intimidated. They'll pour a porch. They'll pour a driveway too. Presidio Concrete, the phone number is right there. Call them. They'll handle your concrete needs. So the Burbank Bulldogs will keep it on the ground to start this drive deep in their own territory from their 20. It's Roman Garcia who takes the handoff on the jet sweep, tackled for a loss. And they look over to the sideline for Coach Mull to give them direction for what he wants on 2nd and 11.
DB number 2, Spencer, for the Eagles, comes up and makes a play there for a loss of 1.
Roman Garcia, no, he's not easy to bring down, so that was a nice solo tackle. Matthew Reyna, jet sweep the other way. The Luling Eagles extended, and he comes back. Cutback wasn't there on defense. The ball is on the turf. The whistle hasn't blown. The official tracking it back. Luling doesn't look terribly excited about it, so I'm going to guess that it was not the whistle was blown. We couldn't hear it up here in the press box, and that's why nobody's terribly excited about the outcome of that play. That was Matthew Reyna on a jet sweep going around. The ball was on the turf, but obviously from the placement of the football, the whistle had blown. So we're going to go to 3rd and 9, 2 straight running plays for the Burbank Bulldogs. You don't see that very often. We'll see if they stay on the ground here, stay conservative, up 19-0 with 5 minutes, and 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
Good job by Gabriel Estube by stringing that out. He forced that thing to come back inside. For the
Kevin
Eagles.
Hernandez in the pocket, looks downfield. He's picked off this time. The Luling Eagles with an interception, and they've got a run back going. He's knocked out of bounds, And the Luling Eagles will take possession inside the 30-yard line.
Cade Royal came across there, number 27, with that interception there, giving the Luling Eagles excellent field position, probably around the 27-yard line of the Burbank Bulldogs. So
Cade Royal stepping into the passing lane just in time. That's always a tough pass. You don't. Sometimes you don't stop to think about over the middle. If you see an over the middle pass, especially at the high school level, that's a tough pass to complete. Kevin Hernandez can do it, and it's certainly in the repertoire of the Burbank Bulldogs. They've done it quite successfully, but that's a tough pass to complete. Royal steps into the passing lane just at the right time and picks that off. So the Luling Eagles, short field again. They were squandered their last opportunity all by himself. The quarterback is nobody back there with them. Gary Cantu, and I'm gonna assume that was a called running play. There's a helmet rolling around on the turf, and that means that somebody is going to have to take a play off.
looked like a no-back quarterback power and just a host of Bulldogs with that tackle there.
That was Gary Cantu's helmet that was knocked off his head. The quarterback, yeah. So we'll see what the sub is here, or if Coach Granado opts to take a timeout. But your helmet comes off in high school in a live play, or anytime your helmet comes off, even if you take it off yourself, you've got to step out for a play. Coach Granado says we're not going to go without our starting quarterback here deep in Burbank territory, and he's calling a timeout. Thank you for joining us. We're at the SAISD Sports Complex. You're watching High School Sports on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel.
Ready! Set! Go!
It's a bad idea to run a foot race against these guys, just like it's a bad idea to go up against the billion-dollar auto insurance industry all alone.
Hire Martinez and Associates. With us, it's personal.
All live streams are archived.
And we are back live. It's Gustavo Coronado, the PA announcer here at the SAISD Sports Complex, and we appreciate the hospitality that SAISD shows us. Gustavo always letting the folks in attendance know that we are streaming live. We appreciate that as well. 2nd and 9, a quick out to the numbers, misses the defender, and David Cruz is in the end zone for the Luling Eagles. Touchdown, Eagles.
Number 4, David Cruz on the reception.
Big touchdown there for the Eagles. Tough one-on-one matchup there on the sideline there for the Burbank Bulldogs, and he was able to get that catch and shake him and get to the end zone for a touchdown.
Shake and bake out here at the numbers, and he evades the corner, and Cruz is in the end zone. 4-11, 4-1-1. For information, Manny Campos with the color, giving you all the information you need to understand what's going on here before us at the SAISD Sports Complex. Nice snap, nice placement. From here it looks good. The officials agree with us. So 19-7, the Eagles have scored. 4:11 left to play in the second quarter at the SAISD Sports Complex. You are watching High School Sports on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel.
Do you own property that begs for a solution? Tacho Tovar and GBH Real Estate Solutions is here for that. Any condition, any situation, any location. Cash payment. The experts at GBH Real Estate Solutions can handle foundation repair, total interior rough-ins, or any other property need. From start to finish, GBH Real Estate Solutions will be there to make sure the job is done right. Whether the solution is a ground-up project, total renovation, or modernization, Tacho will see it through. Call GBH Real Estate Solutions today, or visit their Facebook page to see many more examples of their fine work. Tacho is waiting to hear from you. Oh, and did we mention? Tacho buys houses.
The field for the very first time this evening. Number 12, Juan Amado, the field goal kicker as well, handles kickoff duties. It's going to be a short left lob. Fair catch is called. The Burbank Bulldogs pleased with the start at the 35-yard line. But the Eagles have scored, as Gregory Tracy tells us on the in the chat box. Gregory Tracy, one of the voices of the Luling Eagles. I know him as a Luling Bear. I think in Luling that you know him as Gregory Tracy. Thank you for joining us here, Greg, and hope you can make the trip here down to San Antonio. I'd love to visit with you. Love what you do for the Luling community. 4 minutes, 11 seconds left to play. That's enough time for Burbank to score twice. As fast as they move this offense, they haven't moved it as well as they were. I'm sure that they were wanting to. The Luling Eagles defense has been pretty stout tonight, giving up some big plays, but they've held the Burbank. They've slowed the Burbank Bulldogs down quite a bit. The two backs will motion out. Trips down here near us. Twins over there by the top. At the top, Kevin comes back to Matt. Sure-handed Matt Reyna out here by the numbers. About a 2-yard gain. Nice blocking out here. Nice perimeter blocking out here by Roman Garcia and number 20 for the Burbank Bulldogs as well, Gail Guerrero.
Good job by Bryce Spencer, number 2, getting off his block to make that tackle there for a short gain for the Eagles.
Kevin, a called run play. I think that was designed. He looked like he was going to step back into a pocket. I think that's called a quarterback draw. And Kevin Hernandez has a lot of carries this year. I'd say about half of them are called, and the other half are improvised. Oh, the Eagles across the line of scrimmage. Free play, going deep. Izzy Zapata all alone. I'm going to say the Burbank Bulldogs are going to decline this penalty. Kevin Hernandez, what a play.
Beautiful ball. He put it in the perfect spot, just fell in a perfect spot. They took advantage of a free play there.
Took advantage of the free play. You see that flag, and the defense is called for offsides. It's let's go deep, because even if we don't get it, we get another play. But Izzy Zapata showing his speed on the route, getting behind the defense once again, and Kevin Hernandez, a bullseye, throws a dime right there in stride. Izzy Zapata able to bring it down and score. Roman Garcia, the holder, gets it on the tee. It's low, but above the crossbar through the uprights, and that is good. 26-7 is the score here at the SAISD Sports Complex. The Burbank Bulldogs are barking. You're watching high school sports on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel. We are back live at the SAISD Sports Complex after the Burbank Bulldogs score their fourth touchdown of the night. 26-7 is the score. They're explosive, and gotta expect them to be the favorites in 12-5 AD2 this year. The Burbank Bulldogs and the SAISD teams actually playing in Region 3 this year. A high kick to the 20-yard line is fielded, and it will be returned. And again, Lucas Galvan showing his skill there in returning. Again, back to the point, Burbank Bulldogs playing in 12-5 AD2 this year. 12 is in Region 3. Usually the San Antonio teams will play in Region 4 of UIL classifications and alignment and such. Region 3 is a little north of San Antonio. It's Austin and Round Rock and up there until you get to the boundary of Region 2. So a little different for the Burbank Bulldogs. If they make the playoffs, they're going to be playing an Austin team instead of playing a San Antonio Region 4 team, as they have almost historically without exception. Motion and jet sweep action. Gabriel Eusebio again, little shovel pass. That if you're keeping stats, that's actually a forward pass and not a carry, but a tackle for a loss. It's a negative play nonetheless. A 3-yard loss on the play. Anytime that if the quarterback hands it off forward, of course that's a handoff and that'll be a rush. But if you toss that ball forward, that's a forward pass. And even though it looks a whole lot like a run, that goes in the passing stats category.
Nice Trevino linebacker there with the tackle there for the loss.
Trevino, just heard you call his name several times tonight. He's all over the field for the Bulldogs. A direct snap, of course, to the shotgun. The quarterback will normally get the direct snap, but it looks like a wildcat play as he takes it and goes right up the A gap. Nobody back there with him and nobody in motion. We've got a timeout on the field. Burbank has called it, and with 3rd and long, they're wanting the ball back this half. Offense like that, I don't blame them. You're watching High School Sports on the RC Audio Sports 2, The Dose YouTube channel. We'll be right back.
Get ready. Grab it, let's go. Go, Victor. Hold it, go.
Back after a Burbank timeout. They have one timeout remaining. Coach Mall wanting the ball back in his offense's hands one more time before they break for the half. And if they can stop, if they can keep the Luling Eagles from converting a first down on this 3rd and long, they can expect to get that ball punted to them. Gary Cantu, once again, a designed run around the left side. He's going to be tackled after a very short gain. And Coach got 4th and long. Coach Mull called a timeout previously. I think he's checking to see if that ball stayed in bounds or not. It stayed in bounds. The clock is running. I beg your pardon, Manny. It stayed in bounds. The clock is running. Coach Mull is going to save his timeout for offense. And after he has forced this punt.
Go ahead. Eyes there with the tackle number 8 for the Burbank Bulldogs to bring up that 4th down, 4th and 11.
Izzy Zapata back to return the kick, and the Eagles have been wise not to kick it directly to him so far tonight. We'll see what they have in mind here on this one. Ball's on the turf. It's fielded. The punt is off, and again, away from Izzy Zapata. I cannot blame him for that strategy. The Burbank Bulldogs will take possession after the ball rolls dead at their 22-yard line. There's a flag up here on the field about the 50. There was no return, so let's wait and see what that is all about. I think we had some extracurricular activity as the ball rolled downfield. Really not very necessary, as there was not going to be a return on the play. So instead of starting at the 22-yard line, got some unnecessary contact, and it'll be half the distance to the goal instead of the 22. Half of 22 is 11, and the Burbank Bulldogs will start this possession 89 yards away from their own. From their pay dirt. 1 minute and 13 seconds left to play. One timeout the Bulldogs have. Shoulder shrug, stop and go. Kevin Hernandez can't find a receiver. He's going to run. He's dangerous when he does that. He's on the railroad tracks over there. A big first down out to the 29, it appears, before he was dragged out of bounds, and that's going to stop the clock like the Bulldogs would like it to, save their timeout a little bit for a little bit later. Kevin Hernandez looks, doesn't like what he sees, tucks and runs up the sideline. Big gain. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. 1 minute and 3 seconds left to play. The handoff goes to number 12, James Gonzalez, and tackled for loss. A running play, tackled in bounds. Coach Mull is going to have to use his last timeout of the half there.
Gabriel Stubbe for the Eagles came up from his DB spot to make that tackle there and force the Burbank Bulldogs to call a timeout.
Let me correct that. That's not a timeout, but a flag that's going to stop the clock. That's not going to be Burbank's last timeout. Got a flag here. Have not had an indication. The umpire getting ready to mark the distance off to the Burbank Bulldogs' disadvantage. I don't know the call. Blocking below the waist, it appears. The call is so the Burbank Bulldogs, their own worst enemy here on this last drive, or it could be their last drive before the half. 56 seconds left to play. We do want to remind you that on RC Audio Sports, we always bring you the halftime performances, so don't go too far. A screen pass, a little bit of a throwback, the nice connection, and nothing but green grass for the Burbank Bulldogs. If there's not an Eagle that is faster than Gail Guerrero will make it to the end zone.
You have to give credit to that big offensive line. 55, Mark Raffle, 52, Balaguia, 77, Garcia, 70, Salas, and 56, Rosales. Great job on the screen, and you got a couple of them leading the way all the way down the sideline. Great job by that offensive line.
Gail Guerrero, great replay. Gail Guerrero out there in front of the Luling Eagles, and if that was a 100-meter sprint, he would have won it at that track meet. The Burbank Bulldogs, the extra point is good. 32-0 is the score. We haven't made it to halftime yet. The Burbank Bulldogs are on fire. You're watching High School Sports on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez & Associates today at 210-337-1111.
And we are back to live action. The Burbank Bulldogs just firing on all cylinders here tonight. No letdown from their big win over the Veterans Memorial Patriots last Thursday. A big win for the Burbank Bulldog program. The Bulldogs, of course, lost to Vets Memorial last year in the by-district round, 56-0. And have turned things around. They will. I'm not going to say turn things around, but accelerated, because they're certainly not much of a turnaround from a 9-2 and an 8-1 season. They were firing on all cylinders as well. It was only Vets Memorial and Alamo Heights who pinned losses on them. So right where they left off, let me say. Ball's on the turf, and the officials tracking it. So here we go. Now we hear a whistle, and the officials say Luling Eagles will retain possession. So a lot of drama on that play that probably should not have had as much. But the Eagles will return the kickoff to the 29-yard line and 28-yard line and take possession there. So again, the Burbank Bulldogs last year 9-2 for the season, 8-1. I beg your pardon. 9-1 for the season, 9-2 if you count the playoff loss. Their only loss last year in district play was to the Alamo Heights Mules, who ran the table on 14-5 AD2 last year. And so the Bulldogs had the losses pinned on them by two quality programs, and they were able to avenge a loss against one of those this year. So maybe the signs of great things to come for the Bulldogs. The Luling Eagles will be content to knee the ball and take it to the dressing room here. You are watching high school football on the RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel. It's 33-7.
Y'all gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
Get ready. Grab it, let's go. Go, Victor. Right. Hold it, go.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez & Associates today at 210-337-1111.
Back at the SAISD Sports Complex, and as we always do at the Martinez & Associates halftime show, we bring you the performances of both schools in here in attendance. The Luling Eagles dance team is on the field, and it looks like they will perform before the Luling Eagles marching band takes it. We're going to enjoy this halftime performance with you. I'm going to turn my mic down and let the PA announcer tell us what's going on.
The Luling Eagles would like to introduce the 2024 Luling High School Arabelle Dance Team. Captain, London Embers. Co-captain, Mandy Mendoza. Lieutenant, Jacqueline Acosta. Brianna Dees. Malaysia Spencer. This is the sound check. Okay, ladies, your music is on.
You own property that begs for a solution? Tacho Tovar and GBH Real Estate Solutions is here for that. Any condition, any situation, any location. Cash payment. The experts at GBH Real Estate Solutions can handle foundation repair, total interior rough-ins, or any other property need. From start to finish, GBH Real Estate Solutions will be there to make sure the job is done right. Whether the solution is a ground-up project, total renovation, or modernization, Tacho will see it through. Call GBH Real Estate Solutions today, or visit their Facebook page to see many more examples of their fine work.
Marching band taking the field, and we're going to enjoy their halftime performance along with you. You can get a mic down, the PA announcer. Let us know what's happening. Next week is going to be good. Let me know.
The Eagle Band is led by drum majors Aiden Gonzalez and Angelina Elkin. This week, freshman of the week is Jacqueline Malagary. Upperclassman of the week, Jaden Fernandez. The section of the week is the flute. And now, please enjoy Dreams and Nightmares. The Luling Eagle Band is under the direction of Nathan Rolfe and Jesse Olivares, with color guide by Samantha Farias, and music arranged by Luke McMillian. The Eagle Band would like to thank our Superintendent Aaron Warren, our Principal Joseph Alvarez, the Luling High School teachers and staff, and all of the parent supporters for making sure our students are the best they can be. Thank you for your attention and have a great evening.
And thank you, Luling Bears, for an outstanding halftime performance as they lead the field. The Luling Eagles, I think it said Luling Bears. That's your fault, Greg Tracy. I'm calling them Luling Bears because of you. And the Luling Eagles marching band have left the field, and the Burbank Bulldogs marching band are getting ready to take the field. Off the Martinez and Associates halftime show, RC Audio Sports. We're always bringing the halftime performances. Here come the Bulldogs. My mic is going down. Let's listen to the PA announcer and enjoy the show. Early in the season, we're week 3. Remember that the bands are probably not giving all of their performance yet. Maybe one movement, maybe perhaps one out with second or third movement. UIL marching competition isn't until the first week in October. And the bands, that's their target. They're aiming to have their performance in and perfected by the first week in October. What we see early in the season at halftime performances is maybe one of 4 movements. As the season progresses, a couple of 3 of them. It's not until probably mid-September. About now is where you're starting to see just about the entire performance as the bands again prepare for the first week of October, the UIL marching contest, where they want to have their whole show in and they want to have it perfected. So that is why sometimes early on performances are a little bit shorter than what we are accustomed to. But the Burbank Bulldogs are getting their percussion section all set up, and the Burbank Bulldogs next team and marching band patiently waiting while that takes place. We are keeping an eye on them. I hear the whistle. That means it's getting ready to go. Here they come.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment, we feature the pride of the South Side, the Burbank Orange Jackets and the mighty Bulldogs band. Orange Jacket cheer captain is Cesar Hernandez, co-captain Elizabeth Garcia, and social officers Lilia Costa. Orange Jacket team officers are Colonel Ariel Huerta, Lieutenant Colonel Jarvis Ayano, and Major Jarvis Zamaron. And team social officers are Leslie Ortiz, Bianca Segundo. Head squad officers are Kyla Montes, Veronica Cortez, and Melina Davis. Our dancers, our cheerleader, and our pep squad member of the week are our seniors. The varsity dance team will be performing September from Earth, Wind, and Fire. Mighty Bulldog Band will be performing their 2024 UIL show entitled Tales of Arabia. Movement 1, A Night in Arabia. Movement 2, Sword Dance. And Movement 3, Snake Charmer. Tonight, our section of the week are our seniors. And our marcher of the week is Miss Aubrey Rios. The band is under the field direction of head drum major Carlo Haro and assistant drum major Diego Lopez. Color guard captain is Miss Yana Rodriguez. Under the field direction of Mr. Federico Gadamat, Dr. Victor Naranjo, Mr. Jose Ramirez, and Fun Ensemble Director is Mr. Ian Sweeney. Our Executive Director is Mr. Justin Longoria. Burbank JROTC Bulldog Battalion is under Army Instructor First Sergeant Retired Paul W. Russell and Senior Captain Eric Anderson. Our principal is Ms. Irene Balamonte. Our assistant principals are Ms. Kennedy Manning, Mr. Eric Sanchez, Ms. Flor Gerard, and Mr. Mark Mendoza. Our school board representative is Mr. Arthur Valdez. And on behalf of the Burbank community, we'd like to thank you for your kind attention and go Bulldogs!
Okay, I'm not a band marching judge, but I have watched a lot of halftime shows. I think the Burbank Bulldogs are just about contest ready with a month to go. Great job by the Burbank Bulldog halftime performance there. You're watching high school sports and halftime performances on the RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel. We'll be right back.
Do you own property that begs for a solution? Tacho Tovar and GBH Real Estate Solutions is here for that. Any condition, any situation, any location. Cash payment. The experts at GBH Real Estate Solutions can handle foundation repair, total interior rough-ins, or any other property need. From start to finish, GBH Real Estate Solutions will be there to make sure the job is done right. Whether the solution is a ground-up project, total renovation, or modernization, Tacho will see it through. Call GBH Real Estate Solutions today, or visit their Facebook page to see many more examples of their fine work. Tacho is waiting to hear from you. Oh, and did we mention? Tacho buys houses.
If you're unable to make the game, let them know where they can catch all the action on RC Audio Sports 2. For those of you who like to re-listen to the game, make sure you remember that it's a long live stream.
Welcome back to the second half of football at the Sports Complex. Burbank versus Luling. Halftime score was 33-7. Burbank over Luling. We want to congratulate both bands, cheer groups, dance teams, RTC groups, color guards for their excellent performance here at halftime. A lot of work goes into that
Eagles are getting ready to
performance.
kick off.
Just want to say thank you for the show and good luck to you in the UIL season. The Luling Eagles will be kicking off south and north to the Burbank Bulldogs. Burbank will be receiving the ball. Short kick. Goes out of bounds, but looks like maybe Burbank touched it at the 37-yard line. So it's first down for the Burbank Bulldogs from their own 37-yard line.
First and 10 Bulldogs from the 37-yard line.
You want to recognize the offensive lineman for the Burbank Bulldogs. They're hurry up offense and big kids, and they get up there and they do a good job in some running lanes, and then did a great job there at the end on that screen, running down the field and leading their receiver down into the end zone for that last touchdown there. So offensive lineman, credit to you guys for the work you've done in the first half.
All right, Manny, thank you for bringing us into the third quarter here. The Burbank Bulldogs with a big lead, 33-7, and their offense first on the field here in the second half. Nobody back in the backfield with Kevin. He's going deep again. They're not. The ball was on the turf. That's either a catch and a fumble. I'm not getting a signal here. That's an incomplete pass. But boy, right down the middle, and Kevin Hernandez has been throwing dimes here tonight. Another one right there. The receiver just unable to hold on to it to bring the ball into the Luling Eagles side of end of the field. But Kevin Hernandez, boy, his senior year, he was pretty darned awesome when he started 3 years ago as a freshman, and just gotten better every single year. That's a forward pass. So that's incomplete and not a fumble. That's one of the advantages to a shovel pass instead of a handoff. We've got a flag on the field over here on the Burbank sideline. An illegal shift. One of the officials is telling the referee. An illegal shift against the Bulldogs. That's a 5-yard penalty, so we'll replay. It's got to be second down because we had an incomplete pass. The down marker still says 1, but in my math says second down. Of course, my math can be questioned.
So some discussion going on between the officials there.
Mm-hmm. Illegal shift against the Bulldogs is declined. So instead of 2nd and 15, the Luling Eagles think that 3rd and 10 works to their advantage. So no yardage marked off there, no consequence. Penalty declined, 3rd and 10. So the Burbank Bulldogs will line up. It's one back there with Kevin. He's backed up. Nice protection, untouched. He's got a receiver downfield and just unable to reach out and get that. Robert Martinez, the intended receiver, number 7, running a seam route. And just out of reach, perhaps. Robert Martinez, the ball falls incomplete regardless of why. So it's 4th and 10, and the Burbank Bulldogs they might punt, they might not. Kevin Hernandez is their punter. And a punter indeed. And that ball lands at the 20. It takes a Burbank bounce. It's going to be returned by the Luling Eagles, and we've got a little bit of return space there. And knocked out of bounds is David Cruz, who has scored the only touchdown for the Luling Eagles tonight. But, man, I thought that return was dead in the water, and he brings it out from inside the 5-yard line out to about the 40.
That was a deep punt. He picked it up on the right sideline and spun around and ran it up the left sideline, and then turned around and ran it up the right sideline for a big gain. Looks like it's going to be at their 39-yard line for the Luling Eagles. Great defense.
It's interesting how the Burbank Bulldogs up-tempo all the way. Even their punt team is up-tempo. They're out there not huddling. Kevin Hernandez is the punter, so it puts a lot of pressure on the defense. They can run a play with him. He's basically, the quarterback who has the option to punt or run the play. So that puts a lot of pressure on the return team.
Very, very tough there. You don't know if they're going to run, go for that 4th down play or punt. So it's very difficult. Yes, sir.
Haven Coe takes the handoff, and he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. And, it's a dilemma. We'll take a minute just to talk about that. Well, the 3-yard gain, I thought he was tackled at the line of scrimmage. He must have fallen forward for a 3-yard gain. But it's a dilemma for the return team, because if you have a return man back, then you're playing defense with 10. And, if the punting team wants to take a shot at that, they're playing against 10 defenders if you got one back. And if you bring your return man all the way up, then you don't have anybody to return, so that ball's going to roll free. And had Cruz not been back there, boy, the Luling Eagles would have been starting inside their 5-yard line.
Hard run there up the gut by the quarterback.
Gary Cantu, again, we've seen that quarterback draw or that quarterback dive a few times here tonight, and he's just another one of those tough runners for the Luling Eagles. That was good for a 1st down. Move the chains. We're right at midfield. And the Luling Eagles are able to notch a 1st down on their first drive of the second half.
Diego Blevins, number 34, the defensive end, on the tackle on that play there for the Burbank Bulldogs.
Tied in here to the left side here by the press box. The handoff goes to Haven Coe, who looks to have taken over the running back duties here in the second half for Caden Lopez. Coe, a tough runner as well. Sometimes you can see the DNA of a team. It's the Luling Eagles, hard-nosed. I'm not afraid of contact, and they're gonna drive. They're gonna go up between tackles, and they're gonna go mano a mano, and they're gonna challenge you. I think that you don't play the Luling Eagles and not need a little bit of an ice bath on the next day, win or lose. This is a very physical Luling Eagles team. Coe once again. This time he turns it up, and he's got some wheels. Besides his toughness, all the way out to the 30-yard line, a 15-yard gain for the Luling Eagles there on the march.
Good hard run there. Picked up any yards. Lucas Estrada for the Burbank Bulldogs on the tackle there. Lucas Estrada on the tackle.
Estrada, indeed. Haven Coe listed as a sophomore.
He's running really hard.
Handoff again. Same play. Oh, no, it's a fake give. It was Cantu that kept it. Boy, fooled me and half of the Burbank Bulldog defense, as it looked like Coe had taken the ball. Cantu pulled it out of the gut there and kept it right up the middle. A nice 8-yard gain. So the Eagles on the march, man, here on the start the second half. A 3-and-out. The takeover on downs here with the Burbanks, with the Bulldogs' first possession, and right down the field.
A little change of speed there for the Eagles. We had a real powerful running back in Caden number 5, but number 21 comes in and he runs a different style, and then the speed's just different. And so it caught the Bulldogs off guard a little bit with his speed for Caden Haven Cove. There
goes Coe again. A nice block, a kick out, and a seal, and out to the 15-yard line. Will move the chains once again. You know, Manny, you coach defense a lot. Sometimes the opponent's speed has a lot to do with how you play. You know, their tempo and their speed. And sometimes when you bring in a new back, it's kind of like you have to recalibrate yourself to like you said, a different speed.
Yeah, he's running a little bit different speed than was number 5 earlier. Lopez was a hard runner, a little bowling ball type runner, and you know, Cole's a little bit quicker, a little shiftier.
Once again, the handoff, and this time the Bulldogs are there to stop it. No gain on the play. It looked like there was a little scurry there on the turf. It looked like he may have fumbled the ball, but he comes out of the pile with it, and Coe's going to take a break, a short break at least. Number 20, Jonah Hernandez, will come into the game for him. So it'll be Cantu and Hernandez in the backfield. 2nd and 12. I think this is the first time this drive that the Eagles have been behind the chains a little bit. But again, at the 18-yard line, you would expect 4-down territory.
Dylan Sandoval in on a tackle at the end for Burbank there, the last play.
Cantu will roll to his left. He's right-handed, so he's going to have to fix his shoulders, and he does. Oh, almost gets intercepted, but it's a tip drill. And Brayson Spencer at the end, after the tip, will catch a ball and get in the end zone. Touchdown Eagles. Brayson Spencer, tip drill there. Alertly holds, he keeps focused and catches the ball, turns around, scurries into the end zone for the Eagles. 6 minutes left to play in the third quarter. The Eagles have scored on their first second half possession. And the extra point is good.
Excellent drive there by the Luling Eagles. Excellent drive there. Great running by number 21, who started the second half. Haven Cove, the sophomore running back. Little different speed, little shiftiness. Great job there for the Eagles.
6 minutes left to play in the third quarter. The Bulldogs in control, 33-14. You're watching High School Sports on the RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
And we are back to live action at the SAISD Sports Complex. It's the third week of the 2024 football season. The Eagles scoring on their first possession. Their defense was out on the field first. It was a 3-and-out, and the Bulldogs had to give the ball up on downs. The Eagles take possession at their 30-yard line and drive it 70 yards for a touchdown. The kick is going to be high and left. It's going to be tough to handle, but the Bulldogs are on top of it. A little bit of a low-risk, kind of a midway onside kick there to start the after that point, Manny.
Yes, keeping it away from Zapata.
That's kind of like the first. I would say that everybody that plays Burbank this year, that's like the special teams coach first check mark there, not kicking it to Zapata. Kevin Hernandez all alone in the backfield, and they are going to call. No, it's an incomplete pass. The referee threw his marker there to show fumble, but the linesman over here on this side, and again, to reiterate the point, that's one of the advantages to a shuffle pass, that if you don't make the connection, it is an incomplete pass instead of a fumble.
I would have been lost about 5 yards if it would have been a handoff. So luckily it was.
Exactly.
Pass.
The handoff, I would say, probably the level of difficulty is probably a little bit lower on a handoff than on a forward pass like that. Kevin Hernandez fakes that shuffle pass. He's around the left end. You better stop him early because you're not going to stop him late. He's out there on the railroad tracks. There's a flag way back here at the 45-yard line. Bump car. Kevin Hernandez in the end zone. Touchdown, Burbank. But there is a penalty flag back here at the 47-yard line. Not sure this play is going to hold. Well, the flags are taking a lap. The JROTC for Burbank, the sideline flag celebration crew, and they've taken a lap. But when they get back, they're probably going to be told, guys, not a touchdown. Fun to run those flags there in front of your home crowd anyway. A personal foul way back here away from the play. So that's something that Coach Mull is not going to be pleased with if he agrees with the call. Certainly not something that you want to see. Kevin Hernandez over there on the far sideline, and the penalty flag thrown over here at the near number. So that infraction had nothing to do with the play, but it's an infraction nonetheless, and a personal foul penalty is always going to be called when an official sees it, as it should be. So you don't want anybody getting hurt. And not something that I saw, but the call was a personal foul. I'll accept the official's call for that. Kevin Hernandez, long touchdown run, nullified. Here's the thing, man, he doesn't even look winded.
No. It was a long run.
That was a long run. I'm winded.
Fresh.
Calling it. Quick pass here. That one will allow Kevin Hernandez to gain his breath just a little bit. James Gonzalez has been at the receiving end of a couple of those quick out passes. And
Mark Benton from the inside linebacker spot comes out and makes that tackle there for the Luling Eagles.
So third and manageable, 3 yards for Kevin Hernandez and the Burbank Bulldogs. A hard snap, tries to draw the Eagles. They don't. And Kevin looks over to the sideline for the call. Again, a little bit of a shovel, a screen fake, and again, you got to catch Kevin Hernandez early because you're not going to catch him late. Another flag. Got another flag here at the 40. Oh, my goodness. Well, the Burbank faithful not pleased with the call either. Again, two really spectacular plays on Kevin Hernandez's part, but both being nullified by penalties. The early indication was a hold, and that play is coming back.
Kevin Hernandez with 2 long wind sprints. Jeez.
All right, does he look winded now? No, I don't. It doesn't really look winded now. You know, one of the things, knock on wood, but one of the things that we've seen so far in the first 2 weeks of the 2024 season is a lot of official timeouts because of cramping and such. And today, a little bit cooler. Haven't seen that as much. Kevin Hernandez rolls to his right, extends the play, looks downfield. He's got a receiver, but he's got a defender that's going to cut the play off. So Kevin throwing his second interception of the night. Number 2, Brayson Spencer, who just scored the touchdown for the Eagles, having a big second half. Spencer is for the Luling Eagles, steps in front of that Kevin Hernandez pass and intercepts it and brings it back. So we'll see if the Eagles can maintain their momentum that they had on their first possession and get another drive going.
Kevin wasn't able to step into that throw. He had somebody in his face, and it was a little bit short, and the safety there came up and was able to cut it off and pick it off there.
4 minutes and 29 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. The Burbank Bulldogs up 33-14. Cantu will take the snap. It's Haven Coe back in the backfield again. He takes a couple of shots. And you've called number 40's name a few times here tonight, have you not, Minnie?
James Luna, yes, sir. He comes from his outside defensive end position and helps out number 10 as well. Ezer Mize, the linebacker, on that tackle.
I know I've heard Luna called a bunch here tonight as we approach the fourth quarter. Still a little bit ahead of the fourth quarter, 4 minutes to go. I want you to start thinking about offensive and defensive players of the game. Let us know who you've seen is shining here tonight. Second and behind the chains, 12 yards to go for the Luling Eagles. Cantu will ask for the snap, and he'll get it. Haven Coe will go across the front, and lucky the Eagles are not to have thrown an interception on that play. Once again, it was Ryan Vasquez, the senior defensive end, is back there in the pocket, and Cantu drawing some contact, and it's hard to throw a pass when you're getting hit. And that's the second time that he has been hit as he was releasing. The Burbank Bulldogs, for their part, doing a really good job of protecting their quarterback. Kevin Hernandez, I can't think of one time that he's even been rushed, that he's been pressured, hurried tonight.
No. Doing an excellent job at the O-line.
Whistles before the snap. Got a timeout. The Luling Eagles have called it. Third and long for them. 3 minutes and 39 seconds left to play in the third quarter. You're watching high school football on the RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel.
Get ready. Grab it, let's go. Go, Victor. Hold it. Go.
And we bring you back live to the Burbank Bulldog sideline. Kevin Hernandez warming up and wanting another opportunity to take the field. The Luling Eagles will try to convert here on a third and long, and the receiver on the sideline there bobbles the pass incomplete, and it's a long way to that first down marker. I think the Eagles are going to send their punt team out. They did fake a punt earlier.
Yes, in the first half they sure did. It was early, probably in the same area they are now. They ran that fake run. Number 2, Dalen Sandoval was on defense there for the Burbank Bulldogs on that pass defense.
Brings up fourth down. Will come out in punt formation.
Izzy Zapata again deep.
Back deep for the Bulldogs will be number 3.
The Eagles here in the second half struggling to get their personnel in. And there's a timeout on the field, a delay of game. The play clock wound down all the way to zeros.
I think they're still at 10.
The Eagles having a hard time getting their personnel in for this punt team. They must.
They're still at 10.
Must be a bit of attrition. Manny, you say at 10?
10 men for the Eagles.
Oh, they still have 10 men on the field. I see.
They're missing one.
Caesar, bring up Presidio. Let's talk a little bit about Presidio. Presidio Concrete, again, we welcome them to the RC Audio Sports stream team here in business since 2021. But boy, have they hit the ground running. Small jobs, in-between jobs, large jobs, they can do them. They'll pour a porch, pour a driveway if you need to. At residential, they pour foundations for apartment buildings, multifamily complexes. They're very proud of a couple of large projects that they've been a part of, the Veterans Memorial Stadium at Judson ISD, and also they're currently working on the gorilla enclosure at the San Antonio Zoo. That gives you an idea of how versatile they are. They are more than willing to work one-on-one and contract with the owner of a residence for a specific job, but they're also big enough and good enough to handle larger jobs when general contractors want to bid and part of the project is concrete, make sure that you make a phone call to Presidio Concrete to get a bid for some quality work and a fair price and get the job finished. The ball comes back to Izzy. He gets it this time, swung around. Let's pause on Presidio for just a second. Right down the railroad tracks, he comes back inside. I was not expecting Izzy to get that punt, so let me finish telling you about Presidio real quick. The number that you have on the screen, the number that you see on the screen will be either Hector Gonzalez or Dre Gutierrez. One of the owners is going to answer your phone call. So if you've got concrete work to be done at your home, if you are a general contractor that has won a bid and has a job that requires concrete work, Presidio Concrete, call them. And when you do, tell them you heard about him here. Well, Izzy Zapata, he gets the punt just when I was not expecting. I thought we'd have some time to talk to that punt. But the punt goes right to him, and he does what he does.
He breaks loose. He shakes one tackler and gets up on the right sideline, runs the railroad tracks, and nice return. Puts Burbank in great field position, about 39 yards out from pay dirt.
First and 10 for the Burbank Bulldogs. They're sitting at the Luling Eagle 36-yard line. And Kevin Hernandez has a little company in the backfield with him. The handoff goes up the middle. And, boy, there's a lot of green turf out there in front for the Eagles. Number 7 for Burbank. Robert Martinez zigs and zags his way into the end zone, and one play drive from the 36-yard line.
The right side.
Go ahead, Benny.
The right side offensive guard and tackle did his block down and walled it off, and he had a nice crease there for that touchdown. He just really walled it off there by the right side offensive line for the Burbank Bulldogs.
Manny loves the offensive line. Always has an eye for them. And the Burbank Bulldogs, boy, if you love offensive lines, this is a fun team to watch, as they really did wall that off. And Robert Martinez, I don't know that he was touched in those 36 yards. The extra point is good. 3:06 left to play in the third quarter. It's 40 points for the Burbank Bulldogs, 14 for the Luling Eagles. High school football on the RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel.
Ready! Set! Go!
It's a bad idea to run a foot race against these guys, just like it's a bad idea to go up against the billion-dollar auto insurance industry all alone.
Hire Martinez and Associates. With us, it's personal.
And we're back at the SAISD Sports Complex. It's RC Audio Sports 2 that's streaming this game. RC Audio Sports 2 on YouTube will stream all 18 games that are scheduled this football season from the SAISD Complex. We streamed 17 of them last year, so our numbers are going up. Our streaming numbers are going up here at SAISD Complex, and we love coming to the complex. We know that we've got some very loyal fans, very loyal Burbank Bulldog fans. We enjoy streaming these Burbank games. We enjoy streaming these Burbank games as we enjoy streaming all the games here at SAISD. Thomas Jefferson and Highlands and Brackenridge and Lanier, Sam Houston. Who am I missing? Highlands. Some wonderful. SAISD, just a wonderful place to be, and we love being here. All of you that have found our stream today, you found RC Audio Sports 2. While you're here, subscribe and hit that little bell so that you're notified. Anytime that we are streaming live. We got some scores from around town. Lee is beating Brackenridge 27-0. Burbank, of course, here we are 40-14. Southwest leading Laredo Nixon. And from Harlandale Memorial Stadium, it's homecoming over there. Harlandale in control, 22 to Edison's 9. Bobby Mendez is over at Harlandale Memorial Stadium. He's on the mothership, RC Audio Sports. We've got 2 channels, RC Audio Sports and RC Audio Sports 2. Make sure that you subscribe to both of them. If you want to hop around and go catch some of that Harlandale Edison game, you feel free to do so. But come on back. This is a good one. Renee Gonzalez, we love showcasing Burbank, and thank you for the kind words. As we said earlier, this is something that we really enjoy doing, highlighting and bringing positive light to these kids and programs, and kind words like that really fuel us. The Luling Eagles out here in the flat. Nice pitch and catch at number 4 for the Eagles is David Cruz. He's got one of the touchdowns that the Eagles have scored. Brayson Spencer, the other one. But Cruz showing a lot of athleticism here tonight.
Number 10, Mize on the tackle for the Burbank Bulldogs there after a game for the Eagles on that pass.
Third and short here for the Luling Eagles, approaching the 1-minute mark of the third quarter. Hard count brings some Bulldogs over, so it looks like it might be a free play for the Luling Eagles. They're not able to connect on that. But my sense is that the Bulldogs were offsides, or that whistle. If it's the offense, the play's whistle dead. So it stands to reason that it was the Bulldogs that will be called for this infraction, and if they are, a 5-yard penalty will move the chains for the Eagles. A lot of conversation for an offsides call, but the penalty is finally marked off, and that'll be a first down. The Luling Eagles at midfield now, 1st and 10.
First and 10, up the 50-yard line.
Looks like it has captured the back up before you get to line there. The computer is lagging right now. I don't know why. Got twins to the top. Bottom 3 hours. Information for the Eagles. Wait for that line to show. Then you have to be a pass. Oh, pressure, heavy pressure. Sack, number 14, Sebastian Ramos from the Burbank Bulldogs. He came untouched from the left side of the defensive line. Great job by the Burbank defense.
Burbank defense has had a couple of hurries here tonight. This time they get a quarterback sack, but they've been in the backfield. Offsides is going to be the call, so nullify that sack. You take it off of your stat sheet. A 5-yard penalty, but the Burbank Bulldogs several tackles for loss already tonight. They've had 2 pressures and a quarterback sack there that's going to be nullified because of that penalty. But again, there's some big bodies there. Those guys are very, very physical, and Burbank has got Medina Valley next week. It's going to be here at the SAISD Sports Complex, and we can't wait to stream that one. Medina Valley, there'll be a lot of orange here next week. Medina Valley playing 6A football now, and the Burbank Bulldogs next week, and then the week following they'll open against the Jefferson Mustangs. They'll open district against the Jefferson Mustangs at Alamo Stadium. Coe off the tackle on the right side, and he's going to fall forward. The official says bring the chains. 1st and 10, Luling.
As the Eagles pick up the first down with our score, Bulldogs 40, Eagles 14.
And that'll be the third quarter. As you heard Gustavo Cordoba, the PA announcer here at the SAISD Sports Complex, tell us 40-14 is the score. We're heading to the final 12 minutes of the game here at the SAISD Sports Complex. RC Audio Sports 2, bringing you high school sports. Back live for the fourth quarter here at the SAISD Sports Complex. Thank you so much for joining us on RC Audio Sports 2. We will bring you every game that is scheduled for the SAISD Sports Complex. Cantu is going to keep it. He's got some yards. He's got some green grass, green turf ahead of him, and he's driven out of bounds. A little bit too much contact on this side of the sideline, and the flag is going to fly. You can expect some additional terrain to be awarded to the Lulings after that play.
I think we got an offsides Burbank, and then a late hit Burbank. So
personal foul or late hit out here beyond the sideline. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's a dead ball foul. You've got to decline the live ball foul offside so that the play will count, and then you extend the yardage at the end of the play if that was a dead ball foul. Eagles have broken their huddle. The officials talking about it. The umpire going over there to the hash marks and counting off. The Bulldogs walking backwards. So inside the 10-yard line, looks like the ball's going to be spotted at the 8 after that penalty. So a first and goal for the Luling Eagles here with 11 minutes and 47 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Pause while the officials get back to their spots. A little discussion with Coach Mull explaining the fouls to him. Cantu will hand it off. It's Coe turning it up inside the 5. A big pileup of Bulldogs and Eagles. And maybe a 3-yard gain for Coe and the Luling Eagles.
the defensive stands there by the Burbank Bulldogs, not letting them into the end zone. Josh Trevino, 74, was one of the Bulldogs on the tackle there.
The Eagles taking their time, making sure that they get this call right. They're inside the 10-yard line and moving the ball. Cantu will ask for the snap. He's going to go right into the line himself. A called quarterback keeper off tackle. Coe kind of circles around Haven Coe and gets the benefit of some good blocking on the left side of the line, and he's at the 5-yard line. Third down and 5. Third down and goal from the 5.
Another big play by the defense for the Burbank Bulldogs. Forced third down here.
Isaiah's getting some good shots. Go ahead. Are you putting him on there? Plenty of time left on the play clock here for the Eagles as they break their huddle. Cantu and Coe in the backfield. Cantu will take the snap. He's going to roll to his right, and he's got somebody in the end zone. He's got 2 receivers in the end zone. Brayson Spencer gets the pass. So Cantu had his choice of 2 receivers, and Brayson Spencer will score his second consecutive touchdown for the Luling Eagles. Way up high for the catch and the touchdown.
Spencer catches anything near.
He's got some good hands, doesn't he? There's no tip drill there, but a lot of traffic and great concentration and a great pair of hands there for Brayson Spencer. We're going to keep it right here, and I think we're going to keep it right here. The officials tending to Brayson. Looks, all indications are that we've got some cramping going on here. The officials trying to clear the field where it will be safe to run a play. The Luling Eagles training staff tending to Brayson. And so we'll line up for the PAT here. Juan Amato handles the kicking duties. Cantu is a holder. And Amato off the tee. We got a flag, so let's see what this is about. No good is the extra point, but there's a flag here, so hold up. The linesman on the Burbank sideline called it. Offsides against the Bulldogs, so the Eagles will get another opportunity. Half the distance means that the line of scrimmage will be at the 1.5 yard line. Coach Granado opts to stay with the. Wait a minute, he's sending some helmets back into the. He's sending some helmets back into the game. 25 seconds. He's got the full play clock to go, so he can make a decision here. So with the ball a yard and a half out of the end zone, the Luling Eagles will opt to go for 2. And the play clock finally gets triggered. And it's one more time. We're going to take a break from this football game to run a rugby play. Quarterback sneak right up the middle, and the Eagles own the surge. So the extra point conversion, 2-point extra point conversion is good. 40-22 is the score. We've got 10 minutes and 5 seconds left to play here at the SAISD Sports Complex. You're enjoying this game with RC Audio Sports 2 on YouTube.
Ready! Set! Go!
It's a bad idea to run a foot race against these guys, just like it's a bad idea to go up against the billion-dollar auto insurance industry all alone.
Hire Martinez and Associates. With us, it's personal.
And we are back at the SAISD Sports Complex. It's the Luling Eagles who have taken the trip westward to the SAISD Sports Complex. The Burbank Bulldogs hosting them. Both teams 1-1 coming into this game. One of them will leave 2-1. The Burbank Bulldogs holding on to an 18-point lead with 10 minutes and 5 seconds left to play. Stranger things have happened. A short lob. Burbank will field it and will take possession at their own 41-yard line. So let's take a close look at the offense. It's going back out there for Burbank. We did see Roman Garcia warming up here on the sideline. We'll see if Coach Mall is going to go with Roman at quarterback here for the rest of the game. Roman Garcia is a sophomore. He is playing wide receiver, but last year Coach Mall really experimented with him at the quarterback spot. I still don't see a 15 or a 1. There he is, 15. Roman Garcia going out there. Number 1 on the sideline. So last year, Coach Mall experimented back and forth with Roman Garcia, a freshman quarterback, and he has got an arm. I'm telling you, he's got a rifle, and he can really run the ball. So you don't lose much if you lose anything with Roman Garcia. And here's an opportunity. Here he goes, evading some tackles. He's at the numbers, and he's got some speed. He's going to get run out of bounds here, but case in point, you know, it's like plug and play. Roman Garcia has got some speed, and if Coach Ball allows him to throw the ball, you're gonna see an example of his arm. He's just extremely accurate. Maybe not as tall as Kevin, but once he gets going, he's got this similar speed, and again, just a super accurate arm. The handoff on the jet sweep. Number 88, I haven't called his name yet tonight. Edward Palomo is number 88 for the Bulldogs. So a loss on the play there, 2nd down and 11. Roman Garcia commandeering this offense. And this time he gets rushed in the backfield for the Luling Eagles as Gabriel Eusebio, and a little bit of Mahomes-esque adjustment of a throw there as he had to get around and kind of sidearm that throw, incomplete. 3rd and 11. A situation where you might expect the ball to be in the air, and it will be. Roman steps back. He's going to fling it, and again, right on target, unable to hold on to it. However, 4th and 11.
Good job by David Cruz, the DB for the Eagles there. You know, make sure that the receiver didn't hold on to the ball.
8 minutes and 54 seconds left to play, 40-22. We've got a 4th and 11. Coach Moll will leave his offense out there. And why not at the 39-yard line, at the Eagles' 39-yard line. Another thing, you watch Roman Garcia and the confidence that he shows, a flag quickly on the play. Roman directing traffic and broken up there. A lot of composure there as the rush was coming. Got a flag. It seemed like it was a flag. Looked like a flag was thrown over there. They're pointing to Burbank, so I would expect the Eagles to decline that penalty, and the ball will go over on downs. So Burbank's defense will take the field. The Luling Eagles offense will take the field. We've got 8 minutes and 27 seconds left to play here in the fourth quarter at the SAISD Sports Complex. Burbank, all 3 timeouts left. The Luling Eagles with 1 of their 3 left this half. The Eagles have done a good job moving the ball in the second half.
They did a real good job. They put a nice drive together, to score, before this last drive that Burbank had. The defense came out with a stop here and gives the ball back to the Eagles and see what they can do on this drive with 8 minutes to go in the ball game.
All right, Greg, Tracy, we're going to hold you to that. Manny, he says next year, City Market on him at Luling.
Sounds great. Might be there tomorrow.
All right. I'm going to take a screenshot of that, Greg, and we're going to hold you to that. We've been at City Market once or twice. And next year, what Greg is alluding to is next year, of course, the schedules flip. So it'll be the Burbank Bulldogs that'll head eastward to Luling towards the Buckies that way.
Ambrose Leyva, the safety for the Burbank Bulldogs, number 16, was in on a tackle on that play for the Dogs.
So again, this half has really been a tale of 2 halves. The Eagles having a hard time moving the ball in the first half and have done quite respectfully here in the second half. Shuffle pass over to Cruz, who scored one of the touchdowns. He turns a corner, and he's out there around the first down marker. So that's the official waving the chains down. So a first down. Here they go.
Again, Ambrose Leyva across the field to push him out of bounds for the Burbank Bulldogs.
The Eagles have scored 2 touchdowns this half. If memory serves me, the Bulldogs yet to score in the second half. So that's why that score is narrowing down. One team is scoring, the other is not. And that happens. Whistles before the snap. It's a timeout. The Eagles have called it their final timeout of the half. We're going to keep it right here. It's 40-22. The Luling Eagles trailing the Burbank Bulldogs. And again, we thank you so much for joining us tonight. We love bringing these games to you. This is RC Audio Sports 2. It's one of 2 YouTube channels that we manage. The other one is RC Audio Sports. Bobby Mendez is over at Harlandale Memorial Stadium, the Edison Harlandale game over there. And again, let me visit about Presidio Concrete. Big job, small job, anything in between. The phone number's right there. Hector Gonzalez will probably answer that call, the owner of the company. If you want to contract one-on-one, if you've got to pour a porch, you've got to pour a driveway, Presidio can do it. If you're a general contractor and concrete work is one of the aspects of your project, make sure that Presidio Concrete gets a bid in. Promise you, they're going to do you some great work at a fair price. Tell them you heard about them here. Well, the Luling Eagles call a timeout, and then a big loss after that. About a 10-yard loss on that fumble. Chris says that City Market is the best barbecue in Texas. Jose says try Riley's. We'll try them all. We'll give you an evaluation. So when we head out to Luling, you guys want to stop us, get lunch here and dinner there and post game here. We'll do them all. We'll let you know what we think. We can judge barbecue. We might stream it. Oh, another big 10-yard loss for the Eagles. A bad snap, and Cantu just can't get to it. You know, not to get off topic here, but Bobby Mendez was just the a barbecue cook-off judge a couple of weeks ago here in San Antonio. Steven Martinez had a big cook-off, and so Bobby knows a little bit about barbecue too. But, I mean, you know, hey, I have slept at a Holiday Inn Express, so I know barbecue.
Couple of rings of sausage, we good.
you got
Big Red.
You got Manny thinking about
Big Red, man.
if they serve Big Red and they, yeah, sure, jalapeno sauce. Oh my gosh, I'm losing my focus, guys. Let's get back to football. 3rd and forever for the Luling Eagles. Under 5 minutes left to play here at the SAISD Sports Complex. A swing pass out to Cruz, and Cruz is not going anywhere. The Burbank Bulldogs will swarm on him, and a flag late.
Eric Ovey from the corner spot came up quickly to keep him from getting any yards after the catch there.
That penalty can be costly, Manny, if that is a after the whistle, personal foul, a dead ball foul. If I'm not mistaken, I'll have to ask Pareda about this, but I think that's an automatic first down.
We got a lot of young players.
Dead ball
defense.
foul, personal foul against the Bulldogs.
Burbank's got a lot of young players playing
First
defense
down.
now.
Yeah.
So,
Got some young players in. Coach Mull trying to keep that pipeline fresh. And, you know, he's got an opportunity here with a 3-touchdown lead to get those guys out there. But, you know, the expectations are high. It's, you know, we know that you're young, and as a coach, I'm talking, you know, the coaches send these guys out there knowing that they're young, but the expectations are high. We're not going to make these kinds of errors. It was going to be a 4th and 40 or something, and a late ball or a dead ball foul, automatic first down. You know, that just they allow the Eagles to dodge a bullet on that drive. Okay, Haven Coe up the middle now with a fresh set of downs, and up now in front of the chains. About a 3-yard gain on the play.
David Barajas on the tackle there for the Burbank Bulldogs. Another one of those young men.
We got some barbecue experts in the chat room here today. Guys, if you know, I'm not sure if this microphone is going to pick up my stomach growling, but you're going to get my stomach growling here. Yeah, you got Blacks, Chisholm Trail, Riley's. Oh my gosh, City Market. Yeah, well, you know, give us a chance. We'll hit them all. We'll go a day early. Whatever we need to do. Haven Coe, again, same play, right up the middle. Another 3 or 4 yard gain. So 3rd and manageable.
Josh Trevino, defensive tackle there for the Burbank Bulldogs on the tackle.
Brandy, way to go, son, she says. Spencer, number 2, proud mama is what I'm reading into that. And he has had a very good game, a very good second half. For sure. 2 touchdown catches, both of them high difficulty. Braceland Spencer. So proud mom in the chat room here with us watching the game. We thank you for doing that. Downfield. Just broken up. It looked like he was getting behind the defender. And the pass is broken up. We've got a timeout, the official calling it, and he might need to be tended to by the training staff.
Ambrose Levas looks like he broke it up late.
Broke the pass up, and again, the humidity is starting to become a factor here with under 3 minutes to play. The trainers are out on the field attending to one of the kids from the Luling Eagles. We're going to take a short break. You're watching High School Sports on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
And we are back live. Katu looking in the downfield. He's going to tuck and run and improvise inside the 20 in the red zone. The Eagles right back in the red zone. Cantu rolls right, keeping his head downfield the whole time. At about the time he's approaching the line of scrimmage, he tucks and runs, and a big gain inside the 20-yard line in the red zone at the 15 now. 1st and 10 for Luling.
Eric Govea, number 24, on the tackle there for the Burbank Bulldogs.
The handoff goes off the left side. Nothing doing there. The line of scrimmage will remain the 15-yard line. And again, we thank you for joining us here tonight and giving us all those barbecue hints. Greg, we did take a screenshot of the chat room there, so we'll see you next year at the City Market when the Bulldogs travel that way. All of you Burbank Bulldogs watching the game tonight, again, we appreciate you being here. RC Audio Sports 2 is going to stream all 18 games that are scheduled here at the SAISD complex, and I just can't tell you how much we love doing that. 2nd and 11 from the 16-yard line. The Eagles trying to get one more score in before the game's end. A minute and 15 seconds. They're out of timeouts. They've called all 3 that are allowed this half. 3rd down now. The clock ticking. We're at the 1-minute mark and counting down.
Defensive line for the Bulldogs right there, making it real tough to run, and brings up 3rd and long.
Clock management here. You've got to be ready to run another play. If you don't score a 1st down here, you don't have an opportunity to clock it. Cantu back, and he's going to tuck and run. He's going up the middle. Will he be denied? The jersey is pulled, and no. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. A flag here at the 5. We'll see what that's about, though. 33 seconds left to play. Oh, that one will be against the Eagles. Holding against the Luling Eagles, and that will nullify Cantu's score. So we've got the Burbank Bulldogs having 2 scores nullified, and the Eagles having 1 score nullified. Had some touchdowns that didn't count tonight. 33. Go ahead.
Some runs. Quarterbacks with some nice runs, but they all came back. Those three runs came back.
Got some talented and highly skilled quarterbacks on both sides. I would expect bright things for both teams as they go through their season. Number 9 is over there. It's the one who is being tended to. Number 9 happens to be the Luling Eagles quarterback. So he will take at least 1 play off. 33 seconds left to play. Conceivably done for the night. And we will have QB2 enter the game for the first time today. Looks like that's at number 12, Juan Amato. Looked like number 12 striding over from, let me take another look at that. I'm not sure that's
10.
true.
Juan Zamora?
What number you seen, Manny?
I thought I saw 10.
Bunched up in a huddle.
Oh, it's Eduardo Puentes, number 18.
18. Eduardo Puentes, the backup quarterback for the Eagles. He'll have at least a couple of plays. Well, 3rd down, he'll have at least a couple of plays here to try to get that in the end zone. Straight drop back. Here come the Bulldogs up high. Oh, Kaimi Baker just not able to hold on to that.
Nice defensive play there.
Yeah, that was a nice defensive play. Pulled him down in a hurry, but the play was there, and here comes Cantu right back.
4th down for the Eagles.
Not a bad throw. Not a bad throw.
I think it was Caleb Reels on the defensive stop there.
Tiffany, thank you for joining us. RC Audio Sports here on the stream, and thank all of you. Tiffany, thank you for joining us, and thank you for the kind words. Cantu will roll to the right, and he's got a receiver, cannot connect. So the ball will go over on downs, and the Eagles will be denied a touchdown here on their last drive. The Burbank Bulldogs in control, 21 seconds left to play. 40-22 is the score. Bulldogs up, so the Bulldogs will improve to 2-1, and the Eagles will drop to 1-2 after 3 games in the 2024 season. We've got one order of business here to wrap up before we close out for the night. Got to play the Bulldogs. Will have to snap the ball at least once, and then after that play, we've got one more order of business to tidy up. Victory formation for the Burbank Bulldogs, and it'll get knelt, and that will be the ball game. The players of the game is who we need to announce here today. We're going to announcing Martinez and Associates Players of the Game right after a word from Martinez and Associates themselves. Join us right after the break, and we will announce our Players of the Game.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be a $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez and Associates today at 210-337-1111.
And we are back live for the Martinez and Associates post-game show, where we announce our players of the game. Tough. We had some outstanding performances on both sides of the ball. We got to narrow it down to one athlete. On the offensive side of the ball, it's going to be QB1, Kevin Hernandez, who will be awarded the player of the game for tonight's effort. Had some other players in there that did an outstanding job as well. Izzy Zapata had some highlight plays. Matthew Reyna had some nice catches. As Coach Campos said, the offensive line was outstanding. We've got to choose one. Kevin Hernandez, congratulations. You're the RC Audio Sports Martinez and Associates Offensive Player of the Game. Manny, tell us who we got on defense.
I think on defense, we have Randy Chavarria, a junior defensive end. He made plenty of tackles. He was able to help stop the early running game from the Eagles. And we have a lot of pressure. The Burbank Bulldogs do a great job pursuing. They get after it. You know, they're going to get to the ball. They're going to meet each other at the ball. But Randy Chavarria led the game, tonight for them, and along with James Luna, the number 40, the linebacker as well, did a good job. So great job by the defense, and good job for the win for the Burbank Bulldogs tonight.
Ramsey Chavarria, the defensive player of the game here tonight. Kevin Hernandez, the offensive player of the game tonight. You've been watching RC Audio Sports 2 on YouTube. It was Luling against Burbank. Burbank victorious. Thank you for joining us tonight. Join us again next time. We'll be back on. We'll be streaming again tomorrow night. Check our social media on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Threads. We'll tell you all about it. But we've got a game just about every Thursday and Friday. Thank you for joining us tonight. Have a good night. We'll see you next time.
Ready! Set! Go!
It's a bad idea to run a foot race against these guys, just like it's a bad idea to go up against the $1 billion auto insurance industry all alone.
Hire Martinez and Associates. With us, it's personal.